Mr. Malloy, may I call you Peanuts?
If you like.
Do you go to the same school as Jim?
Yeah.
But you're not really friends?
Nah, not really.
No, you don't speak to each other. The Timpsons and the Malloys are rather like the Montagues and the Capulets.
What did you say they were, Mr. Rumpole?
Not a Eusdom generis, my lord. Peanuts, how would you describe yourself?
Is that a proper question?
I mean artistically. Are you a latter-day impressionist? Do all your oil paintings in little dots, do you? Or perhaps an abstract, white squares on a white background? Or do you indulge in watches melting in the desert like our dear old friend Salvador Dali?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Neither, I must confess, my lord, do I.
Sit quietly, Featherston. All will be revealed.
Are you a dedicated artist? The Rembrandt of the remand home?
I hadn't done no art before.
No, that's what I rather thought. So are we to understand that this occasion when Jimbo poured out his heart to you was the first painting lesson you'd been to?
Yeah.
And how long have you been in the remand home?
Couple of months. Got down for a bit of an air freight.
Yeah, I didn't ask you that. And I'm quite sure your reasons for being on demand are entirely creditable. No, what I want to know is, why this sudden fascination with the arts?
Well, the chief screw.
You mean you were told to join the painting school and put yourself next to Jimbo, is that it?
It was something like that, yeah.
What did he say?
Something like that, my lord. And you were there, not in pursuit of art, Peanuts, but in pursuit of evidence. Now, you knew that perfectly well, and you supplied your masters with just what they wanted to hear, even though Jimbo had never said a word to you.
My lord, I don't know quite what my learned friend is saying. Is he, in fact, suggesting that the police...
Oh, it's an old trick. Put your suspect, bang him up with the notable grass. If you really pushed for evidence, they've been doing it with grown-ups often enough. Now they're trying it with children.
Mr. Rumpole, you're speaking a language which is totally foreign to me.
Then let me try and make myself clear, my lord. I'm suggesting that the witness, Peanuts Malloy, was put into the painting class as a deliberate trap.
You're suggesting Mr. Malloy was not a genuine amateur painter?
No, indeed, my lord, merely an amateur witness.
I see. Go on, Mr. Rumpole.
Tell me, what did you first say to Jim as you drew your easel alongside?
I don't remember.
Don't you? Oh, but you did say something. You were on speaking terms.
Well, I think we were speaking about the stones.
What stones were those?
The Rolling Stones.
I'm afraid a great deal of this case is taking place in a foreign tongue, Mr. Rumpole.
Oh, jazz musicians, as I understand it, my lord, of some notoriety.
The notoriety hasn't reached me.
Yes, well, go on.
Well, we was talking about their concert at the Hammersmith Odeon. Well, we'd both been to it, like, and we talked about that. Oh, and then Jim said, well, he said how he and these other blokes had done up the butchers.
Jim said he and the other blokes had done the butchers. Well, would this be a convenient moment to adjourn, Mr. Rumpole?
Yes, convenient for Peanuts. He'll have his second wind tomorrow.
Mr. Rumpole?
Oh, yes, my lord, yes, perfectly convenient. If your lordship pleases. That was very good, Hilda. Yes, bit of an improvement on the old Bailey canteen, Nick, eh? Although that's not saying much, I'm afraid.
Well, I better see about clearing up.
Yeah.
Grandpa sent you his love, Nick. Will you remember to write? He's definitely retiring as head of chambers.
Oh.
He quite appreciates that you're the senior man.
Dad,
Yes, old son.
will you still be cross-examining Peanuts tomorrow?
Oh, I'll try to keep it going, but I've got a horrible feeling I've rather shot my bolt as far as young Peanuts Malloy is concerned.
You really think he's lying?
Oh, if he's not, he's giving a damn good imitation of it. Nick enjoyed the show, didn't you, Nick? Even though it was only a robbery. I wish you could have been there when I was cross-examining on the bloodstains in the Penge bungalow murder.
Nick wasn't born when you did the Penge bungalow murder.
Oh, I know. Oh, bad luck, old son.
Well, you were great with that judge.
Ah, old
There's this
Florrie.
extraordinary judge who kept talking Latin, and Dad was teasing him.
You want to be careful, you know, how you tease judges, if you're to be head of chambers.
Head of chambers, Dad, are you honestly?
Oh, I suppose it's possible.
Can I come with you tomorrow, down the Old Bailey?
Of course you can.
I've got your dental appointment tomorrow. 11 o'clock you've got to be in Harley Street to see Mr. Trage.
she who must be obeyed. Now, never mind. You won't miss much, Nick. It's a pretty run-of-the-mill sort of case. Although, as I'm sure you've noticed, it does have one rather extraordinary feature.
Go on, Watson. You interest me strangely.
Ah, do you still read those tales?
Oh, well, not lately.
But do you remember I used to read them to you after she had ordered you to bed?
When you weren't too busy noting up your murders.
And the walks on Hampstead Heath, and you were Holmes, and I was Watson.
I remember one walk.
Tell me, Holmes, what, in your opinion, was the most remarkable piece of evidence given by the witness, Peanuts Malloy?
When he said they were talking about the Rolling Stones.
You astonish me, Holmes.
Well, you see, Watson, we were led to believe that they were such enemies.
Yeah?
You know, the families weren't, Aylston generis.
Go on, here. Have a bit more of this. It stimulates the detective abilities.
There they were, chatting about a pop concert. Well, didn't that strike you as strange, my dear Watson?
If you ask me, it struck me as bloody rum.
We've both been to the concert. That doesn't mean anything, not necessarily. I mean, I was at that concert.
Were you indeed?
I got time off from school.
I don't recall you mentioning it.
I said I was going to the festival hall.
Oh, very wise. As far as your mother's concerned, I should think that at the Hammersmith Odeon they probably reenact some of the worst excesses of the Roman Empire. I don't suppose you saw young Peanuts or Jimbo there, did you?
Well, there were about 2,000 fans, all screaming.
Yes, of course. I don't know if that helps. I mean, if they were old mates, Jimbo might have confided in him. No, Peanuts was lying. And you spotted it. You got the instinct, Nick. You've got a nose for the evidence. Your career at the bar is bound to be brilliant. Tell me, old man, when you taking silk?